Welcome everyone to the Young Professional African Collective. I'm your host, Aberichi Obwaku, and here at YPAC, I talk to people doing work on the African continent or work pertaining to the African continent. And today I have a very special guest. We've already been talking, so the conversation is going to be great. So I wanted to introduce our guest, Khadijah.
Hi guys, how are you?
Oh my gosh, like literally the camera's been rolling. So we're just going to keep going with our conversation. I have some questions I want to ask, but literally, however it goes is however it goes. So, I guess just maybe we'll start with the icebreaker, just so people can get to know you more. What's a song that like brings nostalgia to you?
Honestly, I'm such a diverse listener, so I feel like if you give me anything with Burna Boy, or any like francophone like songs, I'm so Nigerian deep down inside. Like,
period.
Like,
period.
I listen to anything, Afrobeats,
yeah,
you know, French, like francophone music, because I don't even know if we have a name for it anymore. Because all the French singers now are like black and proud, you know?
Yeah.
African, so yeah.
So I know Soukous is like more like Congolese. Of course, like they would speak French, whatnot.
Absolutely.
But like, is there a or has there ever been?
But I'm not like thinking about the terminology right now. But I'm obsessed with Taiki. That's my singer right now. So.
I really like his voice.
I love it.
And it's like I understand like he went through like a recent tragedy and he's like stepping away from music, which I think do whatever you need to do. But I love like he even how he's like shared his story.
Right.
It's really beautiful, even in the tragedy of it. So but yeah, he's fun.
And I'm just so confused. Sometimes they're like, "Oh, he's leaving. He's not leaving." I'm just like, let the man choose what he wants to do.
And it might change for him too. But like that's his story, to untold, and we'll see where that goes. But with Burna Boy too, like I remember like in undergrad, like listening to his first albums, and it's like the On a Spaceship album. That one got me through some classes where it's just like I need something to cheer me up because right now I'm crying in the basement of the ugly. So
I was into City Boys.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know why. I don't know if it was the stomping. Like if I needed some type of power in my criminology classes, I just put my earpods in and I just listen. Or last.
Yeah.
I was so dramatic with that one. Like, anyone who told me I broke up with my boyfriend, I was like, last.
Everybody go chop breakfast. Sometimes you need that drama, just so you can get the emotions out. So I'm excited to see like what else he decides to like get into and just like the directions that he wants to take. Because I still think he's a talented artist, but I definitely want to see something a little different.
I feel like he can really get into slow music.
Ooh, like vibey slow music,
like or not make me cry slow music. I mean like slow music where it's a light beat, more of like him talking, like you know what I mean? Because he gave us a little sneak peek of that in one of his songs. I can't remember the name of it, but he starts like talking in the beginning. It's his face. The album is like his face, and it's like the red background.
Love Domini, that one. Okay.
And if I remember the lyrics, I feel like he was talking about his mom a little bit in the song.
Okay.
But yeah, never mind, scratch that. But
with that type of
like flow. Yeah. He's really good at putting. Oh, it was in the Black Panther movie too.
First,
the second Black Panther movie. It was really slow. Like emotions were high. I probably cried 3 times during that movie. But
oh my gosh, can we talk about that movie for a little bit? The whole Black Panther, I adore it. Absolutely. I will watch it all the time just because one, like not only is it like highlighting Africa on a positive, on a powerful note, but just it really did a good job of approaching that, you know, Black experience, Black American and African experience without it like ending in a you versus us type thing.
And it actually made a lot of people curious about where they come from.
100%.
It made people want to like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go take this DNA test. I'm gonna go do some ancestral like background checking because I need to know. And it made we were in a good era.
That was
that
good.
movie came
that was
out.
2018.
We had dances after that movie. Like I fell in love with every single.
Yeah, even the fashion got more interesting because I think before a lot of people would just like go to dashikis, but it's like we have more than dashikis.
Exactly.
There's other like fashion and just like appreciation and your curiosity of like what is in the African continent and how am I connected to it, which I think is really important.
And that did bring a connection between Africans and Black Americans, which we needed. We did because it was Black American actors playing in an African role, implementing accents, implementing culture. Let's not even talk about the costumes.
Man.
Then bringing Wakanda to life, even though I was like, Uganda.
Yeah.
You know, I was having some type of comparison going on. I was like, I just love how this imaginary fictional story felt so real.
Yeah. Yeah, for so many. So R.I.P. Chadwick Boseman. I love that movie. Now I guess to like deep dive a little bit into who you are.
Okay.
Tell me a little bit, where are you from? What country do you represent? Countries do you represent? And give me a little bit of background.
Okay, so my name is Khadijah Toure. Yes. That today comes from Mali.
Okay.
And I'm Senegalese American. Both of my parents are Senegalese. But even though sometimes I like to joke around and be like, I'm West African, like the whole like West Africa. Why? Because some ancestors are from Sierra Leone, Mali, over here, Guinea, and stuff like that. Even my grandmother is Guinean. Okay. So I'm just a mixture of everything, honestly. So I'm a current student studying in pre-law and business administration. Ooh, okay. Yes. We need that.
We do. We really do.
I'm also a secretary of the Senegambian Youth Association.
Okay.
And I've always been so up on shedding a light on young Africans, especially those born within the United States, having to just like maneuver through society while appreciating our culture and not forgetting who you are just to fit into like society standards.
Yeah.
So I think that's a little bit about me.
Yeah, I love it. That's a great intro. I think one thing you said about like, you are from Africa in general, or West Africa. I was watching a podcast with Trevor Noah and Idris Elba.
Right.
And like hearing Idris Elba's like background, I didn't realize like just so many like interesting things that he like is a part of him. So he was explaining like, though his dad like claims, we are from Sierra Leone, but Sierra Leoneans, is that right? Sierra Leoneans?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of them were formerly enslaved people.
Is it Sierra Leoneese?
I don't know.
One of the two.
From Sierra Leone. Individuals. Shout to God. I don't know. I think it's Sierra Leonean. If not, please correct me. But a lot of the people from there were repatriated, formerly enslaved people.
Right.
And so his DNA is from all over the continent. It's West, it's Central, it's South. And it's like, no, you really are from the African continent. Yes. And I love that you claim that, and really a lot of his work has been propping, the continent up for so long. Absolutely. So I love that you say that and can relate to that, because yes, there's, specific cultures and there's specific languages, and it's very diverse. So it's not just a blanket thing, but like to show your appreciation, like, no, this is where really I am from.
I think wearing it on your back is super important because our culture is super rich.
Yeah.
And that's all cultures. Culture, tradition, it's super rich, even though we have some stereotypes that we're getting rid of over time. When we wear that, it's powerful.
Yeah.
And we got to put more light on it rather than dimming it to fit in society standards, because the standards is just, white, black, tall, dark, skinny, short. Like, that's not enough. Yeah. That doesn't add the flavor, the spice.
And we need that.
Right, exactly. So in everything I do, like even I had people ask me, why do you say you're Senegalese American rather than you're African American? I was like, because I am Senegalese American. Like, like I don't think I owe you an explanation in regards to that.
Okay.
But it's more of my parents came here.
Yeah.
The migration.
Yeah.
But they still raised me within that Senegalese personality, character, traditions. Like I carry that, and that makes me who I am today.
Yeah.
So I might as well own it. Like,
Yeah.
And there's moments where I'm like, I'm Black.
Yeah.
I'm African American.
Yeah.
I'm Senegalese American. But at the end of the day, I am proud to be where I come from, and I am proud to be Senegalese. So, yeah.
Tell me a little bit about your growing up a little bit, like what type of traditions and things that you can remember that made you feel like this sense of pride of being Senegalese American.
One thing for sure is that Senegalese people were so big on giving. So if you go to Senegal, you will always hear the terminology teranga.
Okay.
And teranga is more of to give.
Okay.
So that's like the country. It's the country of giving and givers. Like you can even walk in a home of individuals. We're gonna go together.
Okay, please.
I haven't been in like 10 years, so it's crazy.
And I'm like, I need to get there.
Yeah,
ASAP.
absolutely.
Yeah.
We need to plan that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. So Taranga, that's beautiful. Yes. Yeah.
So you'll even go into houses and not be a part of the household. They'll be like, here's your spoon, come join us. Like, you know what I mean?
I love
or
it.
you can go right now and individuals will see you and be like, you want water, you want this, you want that. Because that's just the personality. And as the years go by, I know we're slowly losing it with, societal changes and social media and stuff like that. But it's always going to be stemmed and rooted into that. And the way I grew up on that is that my mom, she would every Friday, because as a Muslim myself, so it's like it's Jummah day, it's prayer day. You know what I mean? So every Friday, my mom would incorporate religion and culture. Okay. She would make her good jollof rice, good chebujan, and take it straight to the mosque, and she'd just leave it there, and people would just like dig in, and it'd be like 3 big aluminum pans, like of just like rice, and 3 more of like little ingredients and stuff like that. So I grew up on that giving, especially food, because food is community. You know what I mean?
I do.
So it's like growing up on that, I was like, when I get older and have my own kids and family, that's something that I want to incorporate. Eating.
I love that the idea of giving. Like, absolutely. I don't think your mom was asking for anything in return, but it's just like, this is just something that I can offer.
Absolutely.
And, it'll benefit someone else. And I feel like if more people like had that community and that mindset, like there is enough for everyone. If someone can do something, someone can, play their part and help, with the whole thing. And so I wish we can really hone in on that.
Right.
Especially like being, Africans that we're not on the continent. We still need to like live in this context, but it's like we can still hold on to, individual pieces of who we are and culture. And food is one of the biggest ways to do that. So
food?
Yeah.
Listen.
I love a good ceviche. I love lamb yassa.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Have you had poulet yassa? Chicken?
I've had it. Yeah. Oh. Bataya. Red snapper.
Girl.
The red snapper. I'm not hungry. I love food. I'm a big foodie, so
me too. Especially growing up with like family members who like to cook.
Ooh.
And me growing up and wanting to cook and loving cooking, I've found security and safety in cooking.
Okay.
And I don't know if that's me growing up with those individuals or the culture, but it's more of like, if I'm stressed, you will see me in like the freaking kitchen making 10 dishes like that. Okay. I'll just make random stuff, sometimes Senegalese meals. So it's like, I just found that comfort within making food and knowing people will be happy to eat. Like, because food is always the invitation.
Yeah. It is.
Like, you don't even have to make a card. I'm cooking on Sunday. I'll be there.
Tell me. My sister sent me something that she could. She lives in the state, but it's like, make me some. Like, I'll, be there eventually. Just make me some.
Like I just need to find one weekend off.
Just need to find one weekend. And I love that. And I feel like for me, I grew up not really cooking as much, but it was really after college when I came. Right. It was just like, there's certain foods I would cook here and there, but I had both my parents cook, older sister cook, younger sister cook. So it's like, I can just like make a little thing right here and I'll help clean. But it wasn't until like after college when I'm like, no, I really want to learn how to make jollof. And trial and error. But now they call me to make the jollof at home for Thanksgiving. But different things, different soups. There's so many soups in Nigerian culture that's so good. Egusi, collard green, okra.
Listen. And I feel like okra is so diverse. Everybody uses it.
Yeah.
Like we make supu kanja.
Okay.
It's just like egusi.
Okay.
But we add palm oil.
Interesting.
I don't know if egusi has palm oil, but I think some do.
It can, but it just depends, I think, on the person. And I love that. I love how similar, like, it can be called something different.
Absolutely.
But
it's like the same thing.
That's what it is.
Sometimes we have the rice. Sometimes we make a little like fufu.
Okay.
Like I've gotten used to the box fufus, but
just the instant. Like a lot of times, my dad he's trying to be healthy, so he'll ground up like oats, ground oats, and then just have that in boxes or containers.
Like African dads always go through this phase of trying to be healthier,
and it's just like alternatives. He likes it.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
my dad became a juicer recently. I'm just like,
shout out.
When did this happen?
Yeah.
When my mom puts the rice down, you forget about the juice. Like, come on now.
That's interesting. Just trying to find different ways, stay healthy, and which is cool to see, like our parents go through the evolution of, you came from a certain place and you were used to certain things, especially then you moved here, access to a lot of things easier, but now still trying to figure out like what else.
Right. Especially our moms trying to understand what are the ingredients I used to buy from my market in Africa, in America, in stores like Kroger.
Yeah.
Like before K&G and like other African markets were created by our people. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like having to go to Sam's Club, save a lot.
Save a lot.
Before it closed.
Aldi, even, and then even in some of the African like markets, like there still isn't everything that's back home. So it's like, okay, sometimes you just can't cook it, or sometimes you just have to try and find alternatives as good as you can. But when you go back home, where you get the real deal.
I love how the magie is in everybody's like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
everybody's counting it.
We have several.
The chicken, the shrimp, the beef,
we have that. So yes. Yeah, food is such an amazing thing to talk about and really explore because it's like a common theme.
It's universal. Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about you said Senegambian Youth Association. Yeah. So
the Senegambian Youth Association was just something created by a group of friends.
Oh.
And it started in the house.
Okay.
Everybody just over food.
Okay.
Everybody was just eating, sitting down. A group of friends, there's like laughter, vibrance. This happens every other weekend. And they just got used to the ambiance and they were like, why don't we make this bigger? Why don't we get all the Senegalese and Gambian children in Michigan and try to put them in an association, have some type of responsibilities and dues, and just make like every month or every other month or yearly events where we will all see each other. We will all show out. We will all get cute, dress up. We will go culturally. We will also go religiously. Like we will always have something where it's united.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to see your people in environments. When you go to school, you're probably like 2 or 1 of the 8 like Nigerians or 1 of the 5 Senegalese, and you guys are not even in the same grades. It's probably this person's in 8th grade, this person's in like 12. Like you know what I mean? It's just like vast. Absolutely. Or in college, before you meet another Senegalese person, it'll take years.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Like as I attend college, I've honestly haven't met a Senegalese person yet.
Okay.
But then over social media and being in my association, I got to hear I attend this university too.
Okay.
I attend this university. And I'm just like, I love that we've built community, and a secure, safe space, even though time is no longer there sometimes and everybody is busy and life happens.
Yeah.
We still try to make time to see each other and make things work. And it's amazing.
I love that.
Yeah.
To have that structure and have it, like you said, form so organically, and then it's like, oh well, it can be something that's established and something that's always kind of like at a center point to whether you guys stay in it or there's another generation that comes after you, it's there.
It's there. Yep.
What are some activities that you guys have put on?
So we've had an end of the year celebration.
Okay.
Where I think like 200 people attended.
Wow.
We were not expecting.
Okay.
Listen, 200 people attended. It was a mixture of Afrobeat, Senegalese, and Gambian music, and everyone was just having a blast. We have the end of the year Tabaski, which is the Eid celebration, but we do like after their prayer and stuff like that, where we had a party, a fashion show, everybody came in their cultural clothes, then the vibes of like just being in a PG-13 club type of thing. Yeah. It's not necessarily a club, but it's more of like when you tell your parents, I'm going with the association, we're responsible for you. Yeah. So we're not about to put you in an environment where if your mom pulls up, she's gonna be like, what is this? Like, so it's more of we just get this hall, play music, everybody vibes, connections are built, food is shared, like, little appetizers and drinks. We also do a back to school like fundraiser where we raise money within ourselves, the association, then we go out to our moms and aunties salons and we ask them for money and tell them, listen, we want to get these backpacks, put school supplies in it, and disperse it to the community. Yeah. Because we don't know who and who does not have school supplies. Yeah. And being African, one thing you learn is not everything is shared. Right. Like even if you struggle, your parents don't want that out in the community. They rather like die with the struggle than say anything or like help me. That's a big thing to say. Sure. So we do that, and then we also do like a Ramadan dinner. Okay. Where in the middle of Ramadan, we call the imams. We try to unite all of them. Yeah. Like some of our African American imams and some of our Senegalese imams. Amazing. And unfortunately, one of our imams have passed away this year. Imam Doe, I think you saw it at the convening. So it's like when we get that all together, the children who don't have that religious exposure, you can have a Q&A session. You get to talk to those imams and ask them questions that you might be afraid to ask your mom, your dad, your sibling, because judgment does come with humans. Sure. You know what I mean? Yeah. You ask one question, they're like, oh, you have a boyfriend now? Yeah. Like, and it goes into conclusions where it's like, I'm just asking a question. Yeah. It's rhetorical. I don't want this to turn into conclusions. Like, come on now. Or like some kind of punishment. Like, exactly. Ask a question. I wanted to ask, is this okay? Yeah. So giving them that safe space. And then also, I think the most important thing is we're all in one generation. Yeah. The ages go from like 18 and up. Like we have 18 to 25, some 17 to 25. So it's like you get to see vast different generations. And these are intellectuals, business majors, nurses, lawyers, like, medicine majors, like, so it's like, it's amazing to see that the youth group is not just full of a bunch of kids who don't have a vision, but we're in the process of building better. Yeah. Ooh, in the process of building better. I think that's so important just to have something here. Absolutely. Because, like you said, being, in certain environments, you don't know like how many people are with you. Absolutely. You don't know how many people that can relate to you. But to have something like this and have it established and having it being like a wide range, because an 18-year-old and a 25-year-old like can live very like different lives. Absolutely. But to have someone there to say like, okay, this is what you can be. There may be some things that you don't do. Right. But here's some things that you can think about that really guide you. Like I love like having something like that. Yeah, and I think it's also created an indirect mentorship where it's like your 25-year-olds are now like, you guys are so close and so lovey-dovey and like friendly to each other to an extent where you can turn around and be like, hey, I'm thinking about going to college. This and this and this is what I do. I heard you're a business minor or a business major. Like, can you help me? Yeah. And then you see people help you. So it's like those connections that you didn't think you could have or go into a room and see people like you, you actually have closer. Yeah. It's in the rearview mirror. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Okay. So yeah. I love that. Well, I love that y'all have that home for nothing for the best for that. Keep going. Yeah, I'm excited. I'll tell my friends about too. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure it's still recording. Okay. It's does be dirty sometimes. The lights are on still. Great. Thank God. But yeah, I'm glad that you guys still have that. Like, I just hope nothing for the best. Thank you. Thank you. And continuing on. Yeah. So,
Okay. Now, okay. Well, do you guys have social media? Like,
yes, we
if
do.
people wanted
We
to
have
reach out and find you.
Senegambian Youth Association. That's literally the
Okay.
Instagram heading.
Okay.
And it's usually the icon picture should be blue, green, and red of like human figures.
Okay.
And a white background.
Okay.
So yeah.
I'll find it. It'll be linked for the people who
Yay.
want to find them, find your people, find some people that like can have similar stories and really can relate on a cultural level, how specific it can get, girl. So just
absolutely.
So
yeah.
Okay. So let's see. So that let's talk about the conference a little bit that we're just a part of. This is the Ibiza conference. This was the African Bureau of Immigrant and Social Affairs. And it was hosted Dr. Sadie Sarr, which she was my guest on episode 2, I believe, 2 or 3. Go back and watch it so you can see just how amazing of a story that she has, how she talked about just her life in general, but then also like the different things that that the organization has done for years. And just as she was talking about like how Ibiza also kind of started off organically, like someone needed this, so she put someone in contact with them, and it was just like, okay, now that there's so much need out, and I've had so many resources, how can we build something that's more, has more organization, has more systems,
and has more channels,
to like go back and help people. So I love how like just from organic, just genuine giving, the idea of like wanting to be there for people is turned into something beautiful. And now this was year 2 of their conference. And so both of us, we were actually panelists.
We were.
We met that day. It was a really special day. Like I really think it was a great event. So tell me a little bit.
Agree more.
Yeah, how did you like the experience?
I loved it. I think it really brought a lot of connections that I don't know if you went into there thinking, oh, I'm gonna go meet somebody to put on my podcast. Like, you know what I mean?
No, I had an idea of like this could happen, but like I wasn't like seeking anyone out. I'm like, I just will talk to people and see what happens.
I think being a panelist, it had to take a lot of intentionality going into it because I know we got a little nervous when we were up there. So it really shifted my whole mindset and perspective on a lot of things, especially when it comes up to being an activist, talking and standing up for what's right. You don't have to always be an activist to stand your ground. Like, you know what I mean? Or how are we going to move forward in our communities? Not just as Senegalese, Gambian, or Nigerian, but as Africans. Like, you know what I mean?
Truly.
And how are we also going to pull in Black Americans and within that community and try to build something strong together while not letting all the political situations break us down, because that is one of our difficulties. A lot of us are scared. And it really took that coveting to confirm that like analogy in my head, honestly. And then I also think it was just amazing getting to talk, because our group, panel 3, no shade to the rest of the panels, but to that panel, it was amazing. Like we clicked, the connection was there.
Absolutely.
Our conversations were so like raw and realistic, and everyone had to shed their experience. Especially in the field that you're in and in your like way of life over time. So I loved it. I really did.
And like what you were saying, I will say a lot of people did say panel number 3 was the best. So I don't think she's being biased. It's just research.
It's just credit.
Just credit, third parties.
Right. Yep.
But yeah, I love like how everyone from the moderator to all the people that were on the panel just really spoke from I don't know if it's a mixture of expertise and personal story. And it's like when I first was asked to be a part of it, I'm like, well, I don't really like like I'm a new attorney. Like I'm a new boy. Like I don't really I can't really speak from like a lawyer's perspective, especially not really working in immigration. So I didn't know if that was one conversation that they wanted me to have, but like how it flowed, like it was really like it didn't really focus on it. Like that was a part of it, but I could speak a little bit of what I knew, and even with that, like it's like I could always tie it into like, okay, what I'm doing now in like more family and juvenile law. And just seeing like how there's so many different aspects of people that want to be a part of something, and like how the community shows up.
Right. And I think those conversations didn't feel like we were being choked or like held at gunpoint to say it. No, it felt so like natural. Because even in the conversations, even though like for us, we didn't know what the questions were going to be about.
Right.
Like I remember you and I were looking at each other like, girl,
what we gonna say?
Let me piggyback off of you. Like, we want to like, let me piggyback off of you. Whatever you sound like, whatever it you said, like you know.
And then to further expand, because that's.
Or we look at each other like, I agree, like, you know. Yeah. But then when we realized that this wasn't pressure, right? It was more of talk. Yeah. Put your voice out there.
Right.
Then I feel like all of us on that, like the first panel, we all just was like.
Yeah,
like you know, like we just had that moment, and we also put our finger and our 10 toes down on some of the topics where it was like we're not about to just skip past it. Yeah, you know what I mean. And we're gonna be realistic. We're not gonna sugarcoat anything, and everything's gonna come out 100% honest. And that's the most important thing about convening, because I don't think I'm nervous now. Like I think when we're having these conversations, it's usually like very uncomfortable because you don't know who's gonna see it. Like you know, am I gonna be hated for what I just said? But being in an environment where it feels safe because everybody could relate. Yeah, you know. So I loved it. I really did.
Yeah, me too. And I love that you said it really did bring people from all walks of life: Black Americans, immigrants, Black immigrants, or I say that like Black immigrants, like people who born and raised on the African continent,
absolutely,
and then came here. People who were, you know, who have a connection back home, but born and raised here. Yeah. So it really lended a lot of like interesting conversations because people came from different perspectives. But there's a lot of similarity with a lot of the different things that people talked about. I know in our, I guess to give a little breakdown of what the conference was like, because there will be a next one, so you should be there. Follow a visa. They had us all in the room. It's an auditorium, and we did some introduction things, and then we had like a short keynote speaker to kind of just like set the tone of what the conference was going to be. Yeah. And then we had a series of panels where people were talking about different topics, whether it was ours was like young migrant futures. Right. There were panels about like how to implement more of the government side and policy side. There was then break in the day, and then we had workshops so we could dig into these topics a bit more, which I thought was a really interesting way to go about things, because a lot of times with conferences, like you hear from a panel and then you just kind of like go network and then you go home. Right. But I loved how there was a more intimate setting to talk more about like what this is, and we're not necessarily just talking at people. Like people could ask questions, especially if they didn't feel comfortable in the bigger room.
And the interest.
And the interest.
And the interest. Like you could actually tell these people are active listening. Yeah. Because it's one thing to listen and it's another to active listen. Yeah. Because you can tell when somebody is listening, but you don't got their attention. It's more of like you can tell these people wanted to hear what you had to say. Yeah. They wanted to know, how can I also stand 10 toes down behind Khadijah, behind everybody, behind Fanta, and like come and support these individuals. Because first of all, they're Black just like me. They're African just like me. They have some type of struggle or commonality with me. So now I feel like this is making sense. Yeah. Like what they're saying is not just something they did research on, right, or hopped on Wikipedia for, you know, but it's like they know what they're talking about. This was the struggle they had to go through. So that's one of the things that really impressed me and also inspired me. You know, so yeah.
I think one of the topics that you brought up that I love talking to people about it is how do we create like little Africa, like especially in the city of Detroit. Like there's so many different Africans. There's so many people where I know conversations maybe happened in the past, but it's like, no, we really do need
where's the implementation?
Something. We need to get on one page and really we can do this.
But first that's gonna take us breaking whatever freaking boundary we have going on, or whatever type of tape is lining us, or redlining us to be exact, where we cannot step our feet, like we can't put any type of effort into doing it, because we have some type of restructuring we need to implement as a community. Not because, oh, she's from West Africa, I'm from East Africa, no, she's from North Africa. Like, no, we need to actually come together and say that we're Africans.
Yeah.
We're Black Americans. There are some things that Black Americans can teach Africans that Africans do not know. And there's a lot of things that Africans can teach Black Americans that Black Americans do not know. And let's get rid of the stigma.
Please.
Because first of all, Africans need to realize, oh, Black Americans built America on their backs. And we need to give them that credit.
And a lot of what they did, especially with civil rights, helped pave the way
for you to come in and be comfortable.
Yeah.
Because let's take this back to the 1900s. If you came here before the civil rights movement, would you be comfortable, or would you be a slave?
Right.
No, there was not even any way of transportation to here in Africa without a boat. Like, you know, so it's like you would be a part of slavery.
Yeah.
You would lose your roots too.
Yeah, Jim Crow.
And let's take a moment to know that white slave owners did not go pick illiterate Africans. No, they picked one of the most intelligent Africans and turned them into slaves. All those African slaves came here with intelligence, backgrounds. Some were engineers, some were doctors, some were like,
tell truth.
Oh my goodness,
tell truth.
You know what I mean?
Like, so, they weren't just like they weren't just random people in terms of you know, they weren't like I don't want to say bottom of the barrel people, but like these were people who literally had their own establishments. They were a part of community. They were community members, and they were ripped out of their community and then transported here. You know, and the fact that they even made it,
disgusting, ruthless ways possible.
The fact that they even made it here, it's just insane. So the fact that they got here and then survived. And then eventually created upward mobility in the face of racism.
Right.
Like,
some got killed, some got hung, some just because I am Black.
Yeah.
I am the opposite from white.
And still kept progressing. Had some type of vision for more. And, you know.
And they were the ones behind a lot of things.
Like, the fact, it's not that long ago. People talk about like how their great-grandfather was a sharecropper.
And I think the reason why we think it's so long ago is because we always hear slavery was 400 years ago.
Yeah.
And when you think about 400 numerically, you're going to be like, oh my God, that was so long. No.
That's when it started. But when it ended, and then what it led into, and then what's still remnants of it, it's right still present.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when we get rid of that stigma, and we actually know that we can go and become one and united with implementation of genuineness in society, and also not trying to belittle one another.
Yeah.
Then we can talk about building community.
Okay.
Building mini Africa.
Yeah.
Building like the next African Hamtramck. The next African Dearborn. But without that, if we don't break through the barrels of what the white man has already implemented upon us, we're never going to have a successful Africa.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to lie to you, Arabs have their differences, but you never see it outside. You have to be inside to see what's going on internally. But the external looks beautiful. Like, you know, the Benz, the house, like the 3-story mansion.
Dearborn is a vibe.
All the restaurants are owned by Arabs, and I am so proud of them for that. Standing your ground in a country that already has so many implementations upon you and hate for you.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like, as Africans, we need to stem with, how do we build bonds, community, before we start to actually structure buildings?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Maybe it could look like a series of like conversations.
Absolutely.
Because I know even within the Nigerian culture, my Lord, the community here, there's so many different groups, and it's like there have been more conversation with like my parents' generation who they recognize like we didn't necessarily leave a structure and foundation for our kids. Like, how do we still do that now that we're here? So we can do that at the same time as reaching out to the Liberian community, reaching out to the Senegalese community, reaching out to I don't know if I don't know if there's a Kenyan
Cote d'Ivoire community.
Cote d'Ivoire. There's Ghanaian. Like
I don't know if there's
who's in the East. Tell me there's Ethiopian.
Yep.
Yeah. Even people from the South, like South region. Like there needs to be more conversation that's happening.
Absolutely. I know the Moroccans are here as well.
Okay.
And that's like northern, western Africa. But I feel like that's also gonna take this generation.
It's gonna take youth,
to like push our parents into retirement and take the positions and sit and leave a couple of our elderly individuals there because they still have their realities that they're not willing to give up yet.
That's true. That is true. Like I was surprised to hear like how many. Because I went to it was an Igbo Community Association, Michigan. Ooh, ICAM, Igbo Community Association of Michigan meeting where you know, there's a lot of the older generation talking about like how do we still leave a legacy behind for our youth, and how do we maybe have people like on our board who are, you know, younger to really like carry on the baton. So it's like we do need to have the older generation, but we need y'all to talk. But it's gonna be seats. But it's gonna be us. I think that will have to facilitate
for the representation.
And really to
because I feel like
stand on that.
We can only our parents are intelligent.
Absolutely.
Extremely intelligent. But there's not that like diverse intelligence yet. Because I feel like there's some aspects that they're willing to dig into and then there's some aspects that they're afraid to dig into because of the terminology in Wolof Sutura, which means covering.
Okay.
Like we like to do a lot of covering for things that we need to put out there so that we can get rid of the stigma.
Interesting.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
I feel like as Africans we have a lot of things we hide.
Okay.
Within our own like communities.
I saw like for ego purposes, like you're trying to hide like for
ego purposes or like I don't want like for the Nigerians to know that Senegal has this bad aspect, or I don't want I don't want the Senegalese to know that in Nigeria there's like this one place there that has this problem.
Gotcha.
Like you know, we're already at each other.
Right.
With we're trying to cover our bads when we're all bad right now. Like we're sinking. Come on.
Help Nigeria. I love Nigeria, but please.
Like, come on. Please.
Yeah, and it's like that for literally every country though. Like
our presidents need to sit down and talk. That's the first thing they need to do. Like y'all need to sit down. I don't know if he's gonna make a United Nations in Africa, make a United Africa, and
they have that.
It's not working.
It's not. I would say they have.
They're on PTO, but there's no way.
I don't know, man, and it's sad because like. We literally, this is one of the things you were talking about earlier, we literally have everything we need on the continent. From every which region, we have everything to be sustainable. We have that and the intelligent people to do that. But the system, there needs to be a breaking of, you know, crabs in a barrel. Like only a few people can have the goods and everyone else has to struggle and everyone has to see my like rags to riches story, and y'all have to make it there on your own somehow.
Absolutely.
We need to
help each other because the only thing that really boils my blood is when we can help the white man, the Chinese man, the Arab man, but we won't help the other African man.
Yeah.
And even if we know like the resource to help that African man, we'll be like, oh my brother, I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Yeah. That's the same resource you just used.
You just used.
And told your cousin.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Why does it have to be in proximity for you to help?
Yeah.
If you don't know that person, oh, I don't know that person, they're going to judge me. Forget judgment. You're already being judged.
Yeah.
Society is already judging us.
Yeah.
Like, so there's no way we can just sit here and fixate on stigmas and fixate on analogies of other people. Let's fix what's within, and then work on the external. Like it's gonna take a lot.
Yeah.
But we gotta fight it through.
We got to.
And our parents, we're gonna keep them here. Why? Because they really help and emphasize on the values.
Yeah.
Like they're really good at fixing whatever is railing off the tracks and putting it back on the rail. Like, you know. So that's the main reason why we're gonna need them. So that they can keep us on the track.
Yeah.
But it's time for us to introduce to them.
Yeah.
Like, listen. We're no longer talking like this. We're no longer doing this.
Yeah.
If people come to the salon and ask for this hairstyle, give them that hairstyle.
Like, you know,
come on now.
Because I've had an experience where I told you. Never mind. Here's my money. But what I want.
Yeah, like
is something.
Me and my mom, I've had those tears with my mom, and I was looking at her, and I'm like, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not saying my mom owns a salon with this hairstyle.
Yeah.
Like, come on now.
Okay.
I love you.
Yeah.
But I did not want these two box braids going this way and that way. Like, please.
Oh, yeah. I showed you a picture too.
Yeah. So let's not get all defensive because these are like what we're having right now is realistic, unfiltered conversation. Let's get rid of the filters because filters do nothing but catfish and camouflage, like everything that's real. So let's start talking, even though those conversations may be so uncomfortable because it is uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But get rid of the comfortability and just have the conversation.
Yeah.
So we can move on.
I think one way to approach it, just even thinking about it, I know one way a lot of time in meetings get, because I am imagining that this is gonna happen.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of emphasis on like titles and all the accomplishments that you've done. There should be a way that we need to like circumvent that part of it. Maybe we can have like a place to put what everyone has done. But we need to get into conversations. Like I think people, if you have expertise, you should show that and you can talk about that in your time. But there's a lot to talk about. Yeah. And we, time is flying. And so
we're going into 2026 in the next 4 weeks. Or 5.
That's weird. We just got here.
Like what happened? Like I can't remember. What?
We just got to 2025.
And as the years are going on, I don't know about anybody else, but my brain is like getting horrible. It's like, I'm like, wait, today's the 21st? Oh my goodness. Wasn't it just the 1st of November last week?
Yeah.
Like, so there's just like so much going on. And our parents are getting older.
Yeah.
And it's like the weaker they become, the less they can do, the less they can remember. So it's like we need to get at them now.
Yeah.
Write everything down.
Yeah.
And have those meetings because who knows if we'll even be here.
That's true.
Because old and young die. Yeah. So it's like let's just not always fixate that the old people are gonna die. No, we've seen so many youngsters die in the last like year. You can barely count. So it's like, we need to really put our foot down and start doing the work.
Yeah, and have those conversations. I love that. Yeah, maybe that can be a 2026 goal, 7 goal, or maybe 2026. Like just think about structure because I know there's a lot of like younger groups. I know there's a Cameroonian group.
Yeah, I heard of them, but I think they're all the way in Grand Rapids.
There's one here too.
Oh, okay.
They've had some like meetups in this area. So there's, I know UIU that I'm a part of, which is a specifically Igbo group, Senegambian. At least maybe just start there and then like.
But it's like, how do you start?
It can literally just be like a convening, like the presidents get together and then at least have a conversation.
Then have some the associations come together.
Yeah, and then just how we have more conversations because when the African continent is strong and the African people are strong, and
like the diaspora period is strong,
and the diaspora is strong.
Like, listen,
we will be unstoppable for real.
Absolutely, and that's something that everybody else is scared of.
Yeah,
that's why if somebody is scared of something, they're not going to go towards it. They're going to try to get away from it and also break it down or lock it in place.
That's
so that it doesn't get to them.
That's it. That's it. So okay, maybe that'll be a 20. I'll throw that in some people's ears. Like,
let's think about this.
Let's have at least one meeting to see what it could be like.
Yes, absolutely.
So okay, yeah, that's one of my goals for 2026.
I'm so with you.
Yeah.
Goes down.
Oh man! And so I know you also talk about you are a pre-law student. I guess what do you want to do with your law degree? Like, do you want to do anything with African continent, or I guess in your perfect world, like how would that play a part of what you're doing in your story?
I think I went through a lot of different phases of choosing between immigration law as a focus or international law. And the reason for that is because I don't see myself staying in the United States after getting my law degree because I want to go back and have some type of use for my own country and the countries within it. Like, you know what I mean? So I think I always wanted to join the UN with my international laws degree. But then I was like, how about if we change that and be a representation for these countries in Africa. Like, you know what I mean? Even though that's going to be hard, it's going to take time. But then recently, something has been nudging at my brain is immigration law.
Okay.
But then I know that that's just the spark for right now with this administration, especially.
For sure.
I don't know if that's going to be a spark in the next 10 years from now.
Okay.
Because yes, as an immigration lawyer, you have, especially if you speak 1 or 2, 3 languages, like you are going to be such popular call for everyone because they're like, oh my gosh, she speaks this, she'll understand it, like, you know. But I want to do something that I know that later on within my own legacy, I have made an impact on my country. I have made an impact not just in the United States, but in all the other countries as well. Because we need that. There's not, like, if you look into the UN, the United Union, how many Black people do you see sitting in those seats? There's like 2, 3, or like 5 minimum, and the other ones are like behind the scene. And they probably do not get enough credit that they need or deserving. So I want to be able, with God's help, of course, because honestly, if it's just me, I'm gonna be like, listen, I'm done.
But you never know what can happen.
Like, you never know. So I'm just laying low, praying and hoping that whatever I choose to go into, because law is vast.
It is.
It is super vast.
Absolutely.
And it's like you go into with the image, oh, I want to do international law, and then something else pokes you, and you're just like,
yes.
Oh no.
Yes.
I said on the podcast.
Yeah.
You know, like, let me still get that. I still, like, you know, so y'all better not hold me accountable for that. Like, we're still debating international immigration, real estate, corporation. Like, who knows? But at the end of the day, I still will try to be impactful in whatever aspect that I'm in to enhance that, you know, 5% of lawyers in the United States.
Join us. Join us. Because I'm even, like, I'm very new in my legal career. And as like a licensed attorney. And so there's, what I'm finding is a lot of what I want to do, there's not necessarily a blueprint for it.
No.
I have so many different interests, and I'm trying to focus in on one area, but it's been difficult trying to find like how to break in from where I am to where I want to be. So that next step, I'm like, I mean, do I have to create that? Like, it's not something I really
you have to be the first Black woman lawyer, like
that, or just even like starting my own thing and like finding different resources and really like standing in what I want to do to like really like I don't know, and which is, it's still very much so I guess blurry for me of like where I want to take it and where I want to go.
Absolutely.
But I do know that there's something in there that I feel like whatever I'm going to do, it's not going to, it's even now, like, it hasn't been conventional. So I feel like it's going to be a very
And I think as society
story.
advances and we keep going past these years, there's just going to be a switch. There's always going to be a switch onto what you want to do. And I feel like that's absolutely okay, because you don't owe anyone anything in regards to it, but you do want to mark your territory.
Yeah. I think one thing I have been looking at are fellowships and like seeing like different options. I'll send you the there's some of the information that maybe could be helpful for you to look at and see. Like, I know a lot of them are for students. That's one thing with students. Oh, they love to pour into students.
Because one thing for sure is that as a student, I love how you're seeing this as a lawyer, but as a student, from my end of the spectrum, it's not easy to find any internship or fellowship or any law firm that is willing to pay you as well, because it's kind of hard in this economy to work in a law firm and not get paid. Like, you know what I mean? So they'll be like, oh, your experience with us is what's your payment. And I'm just like, I'm sorry.
For some, but it's like,
you know.
So I'll help you find some pay ones too, because baby, y'all know how it's like. And it's great to have some experience, and some things it's invaluable, but like people pay for good work.
I would love that.
So pay. So I'll send some stuff your way. Yeah. So, oh man, we've had a good conversation. I really enjoyed talking to you.
Likewise.
One of our several conversations is going to happen in the future. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for being the light.
And thank you for having me. I really enjoyed this conversation, especially just having a conversation with a fellow Black woman. Also having this conversation with a fellow lawyer. Like, you know, even though I'm still in my process,
you're in it.
Yeah. So it's like it's really impactful, and I hope we do make that whole image for younger Black women, for younger children who have not seen a Black lawyer in their life and want to do that. So yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Well, thank you. Where can people find you? Is there anything else that you want to share with the folks?
You can find me on Instagram. I do not post on TikTok. I am not a social media girly.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. Maybe in the bright future, y'all see me put like 1 or 2 videos up, but I just don't have time. And
I understand.
I'm trying though to get into my social media era, but it's probably gonna take some development and understanding. I think Bridget does so much more better than I do with social media. Because
and even me, there's definitely room for improvement. So,
girl, like I use the plus bar on TikTok.
Like, what does that one do?
And I'm young too, so it's like, what the heck? Yeah.
So you're supposed to be teaching me.
Yeah. Like I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't. And like the whole tripod thing. Oh, that's too much.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
A lot of trial and error.
Skill.
But...
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
It's some type of skill.
Yeah.
But I applaud you. Keep doing it, because no.
Yeah. But I'm so excited to see you flourish and end off this undergrad chapter and then go to your legal chapter. So we'll definitely stay in contact.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yes.
One of the graduation.
Yes. Is it May? Is it May or
maybe?
Okay. Whatever. So just
whatever y'all do, prayers. Because I believe that only God can help at this point.
Okay. God can do it?
I'm not doing it.
No, you got it. I'm excited to see you take on all the challenges.
Absolutely. And I can't wait to see this podcast flourish.
Okay.
With millions of listeners. Listen, we don't need thousands. That's too small. Anyway, thousands to millions and even billions of listeners, because this is important. You taking conversations and little people who might not feel any sense of importance in the little things they do for their community and shedding a light on it. I wish more people did that, honestly.
Well, thank you. Yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of YPAC. I really feel so full, and I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and I hope you watch other episodes. Keep, sending messages and different things that you want to see and ask the different. You can, reach out and ask questions that you want to hear and get connected. So I hope to see you on the next episode of YPAC. And until next time, watch other videos, like, subscribe, all the things.